To say that I'm thrilled and pleased and honored to be here today would be an understatement, and excited. President Kennedy, you may remember, a few of you that are old enough, went to the Berlin Wall when there was still a Cold War going on and uttered 4 words in German, which have become very famous: Ich bin ein Berliner. And I can copy those words and say, Ich bin ein Cardinal. And he was trying to show solidarity, of course, for the Germans at the time when it was divided. And I think we all feel solidarity with the Cardinals. And as Dick says, we don't have a team in Baltimore. It's been about 11 years since we were close to 500. And I love baseball, and the whole office has now become Cardinal fans, and it gives us something to do past May 15th or June when the Orioles are out of it. Briefly, to tell you how we got here, this was the joining of 2 family businesses. The Cordish company has been around over 90 years and was started by my grandfather. My dad was active for over 70 years till he was 93. I have 3 sons in the business. One of them, Blake, is assigned to this project. And of course, the DeWitt family needs no introduction. When we met, I think the families share the same values. We both believe in, let's use the word longevity. The Cardinals are here to stay, the DeWitts are here to stay, and I think they wanted to bring somebody in who treats their projects with a long-term horizon. We never sell anything at the Cordish company, and so we try to build with that in mind, that we're going to be owners of it for a long, long time. And as I said, I have 3 sons that are young enough that they can fulfill that mission. The DeWitts made it very clear to myself and to Blake, to Chase, to Zed, all of us in the beginning, what they wanted was a world-class project and something that would be in and of itself a destination and a focal point and something that would spin off into the community and be much larger than itself. And that was their basic charge to us. We studied it and came back with a couple of thoughts as to how to make it of a scope and a critical mass to achieve their objective. And if you want to have something world-class, it's got to be big enough, and it's got to bring in world-class tenants and world-class users and be done in a certain type of architecture where you're not going to achieve all the purposes they wanted. And they have been true to pushing that purpose on us, that vision, from the beginning. And when we came back and said one of the things it's going to take to achieve that kind of vision is you're going to have to contribute your land, which is out here, and it's got a little lake in it right now, and dirt, and all you got to do is look out the window. And they said, if we have to contribute it, then we'll contribute it. The second thing we said to them to do this kind of project, there'll have to be a public-private partnership with the city. And we then began negotiations and discussions with the mayor and his staff, and I have to say, it hasn't been the easiest negotiations we've ever had. The cities, they think I'm tough. I think they're tough. And, but that's fine as long as you have a vision. And your mayor has the same vision that the DeWitts have. And that's what got us to where we are today. So that you can argue about this and you can argue about that. He has the same vision they do, that this has to be a world-class project and something that is really life-changing for the city of St. Louis. There hasn't been any new retail, just to use one example, built in this city in over 25 years of any kind, much less any new entertainment. And I'm leaving out a sports stadium, obviously, but the kind of entertainment that we dabble in. And all of that will be included as one of the anchors, which you'll see as Bill and Chase walk you through the model later. But there'll be a lot of things that'll be quite different about this project that haven't been built in the city in a long time, that are needed to help the city move to the next step. It doesn't mean you haven't done a lot of things. And I think it's remarkable, truly remarkable, how far St. Louis has come, say, in the last 20, 25 years. But you need a critical mass in one area and to give a sense of place that then spirals out and has ramifications far beyond the importance of the actual project itself. And the mayor stayed consistent to that vision. The DeWitt stayed consistent to that vision, and that's why we're here today. We are very excited, the Cordish Company, to be part of it. The hope we have is that the agreement in principle haven't been achieved. We know there's a public process. We're delighted to go through it and meet with the various other officials that have to sign off. But if that can go in a normal course, that by next spring we will actually be underway in construction. And then it takes a little while. Even with some of the wonderful union and so forth workers, and I see a couple of the leaders of the construction trades here, it's going to take us a bit. What we want to do, if we can break ground next spring, is open it in time for a spring baseball season, because that's obviously the perfect time to unveil the actual opening of shops and stores and residents and everything else. So again, I look forward to being here. We're very excited about the project, and the only thing left to do, we have to get one more win.
Here, here.